going in like deposit. You don't really brag about it when you know you got it. Real hard to read it, nigga hooked on phonics. Say a lot of things and never catch like Sonic. Zoom, I'm gone. When the memos on and get it going Donkey Kong. They got the hand dollar, will you give a dog a bone? I'm like, oh, no, you got.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Baltimore Ravens and the Miami Dolphins. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away, and we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin. In things at the 25.
Ready, yellow, 22.
The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. First carry now for A.J. Dillon. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And some space here. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 25 yards that time.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. A give. Dobbins trying the right side. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Tua. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 23. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
down toward the midway point in quarter one. Dobbins running out of the gun. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
2nd and 11 now. Now Tua. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. On play action, here's Tua on the move to his left. Looking left side, and it's complete. And the Dolphins are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Dillon. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. A handoff running left is Dobbins. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. J.K. Dobbins with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are on the board first here this afternoon. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jackson. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
You know, it was tough for them to stand on the sidelines and watch the other team take it downfield and score, wasn't it? So they knew when they got on the field, it's on them. Pick up first downs, get downfield and score. How about them picking up that 3rd and short?
I was just going to say, you and I were talking before the game, those 3rd down conversions are going to be huge in this one. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's a give up the middle. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
2 straight 4-yard runs, and it is steadily working the ball downfield. To me, they're staying right on schedule. 1st down, you want 4 yards or more to set up the rest of the drive. They're getting exactly that.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the 1st drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And that's one of the dangers of the quick game. If you only have a 2- or 3-step drop, if you don't get the ball to someone open right away, those defenders are right near the line of scrimmage, and they can get on top of you in a heartbeat.
Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. They'll send a receiver in motion left. On 3rd down, Jackson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Ravens are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
And they've got another 1st and 10 as the penalty keeps this drive moving. Hands it off out of the gun. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. And his throw here's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone as the first half winds down.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Now Jackson. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Tucker's kick is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They are back over the 500 mark for the season. Got there with a win a week ago. Their 2nd straight victory.
Well, they've definitely gotten better as this season has gone along. And from what I can tell, they know their roles. Everyone understands how they fit offensively, defensively. And this team now has an identity, and they're playing to it and playing well.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. From the 30 on 2nd down, Tua. And going deep for Hill. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill. He has career touchdown number 78, tying it with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Sanders on for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football because, as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change, a quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result. Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they've bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
4 yards remain for second down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. On first down, and it's a fumble. But it looked like a Raven was able to get in there, and they will indeed keep the possession.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. On 2nd and 7, Jackson finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? The offense has to love that, because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively. They're on first down, holding them to a short gain.
On 2nd and goal, Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the two-point conversion. Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. And he's got it. So the try for two successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they may just be content to take this three-point lead and head into the locker room. On first down, Tagovailoa forced out to his left. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 66 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Nice run defense presented there, and what I mean by that is discipline. Guys filling the right gaps in the right holes, no one over pursuing, and making a very nice play.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. And he'll pick up about 3 there, up to the 43. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. In motion left goes a tight end. Jackson from the shotgun. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll bring up 4th down. Jackson's going to try the sneak. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. That 4th down decision, unconventional but effective, and they indeed come up now with a 1st and 10, a fresh set of downs. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down, 2nd and right at a yard.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's a give up the middle. And he'll get this down close to a 1st down at about the Dolphins' 31. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd down, it's Barnett, and he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness.
John Harbaugh never shy about bringing out the red challenge flag, and he'll do so here. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. Tua going to throw.
And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert.
So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
Here we go, set, flat, 95.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. He'll buy some time right. And his throw is incomplete.
When you're a capable runner, oftentimes your quarterback coach, your offensive coordinator, they love to see you break the pocket and go ahead and take off. I think he could have gotten vertical and picked up something there. Instead, he pushed it downfield. Incomplete.
The offense on third down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 14.
Red, yellow.
Looking to pass. Tua. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground.
And the Ravens are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets them down to about the 4-yard line.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Up the middle they go. Barnett, and he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Ravens have taken a 4th quarter lead.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and that will make this a 4-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And going deep for Hill. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, to watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Drill 52.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Oh, he catches it off the tip. It wasn't even intended for him. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 33. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
Hey, during the course of any game, you'll see tip passes, but how often do we actually see the running back come up and end up making the play?
Well, shifty fella getting in there and grabbing it.
Yeah, you know, they always talk about how running backs have a nose for the end zone. They have a nose for the ball, too. They want it in their hands at all times.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out.
Here we go.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Tua sets up to pass it. They complete it to Hill. Down inside the 10. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Dolphins answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
Heady on that one, huh? Getting out of bounds before the 2-minute warning. They get an extra timeout, extra opportunity to move the ball downfield. Very smart football.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Jackson to throw. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Jackson. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. And the Dolphins have just about sewn up this football game.
That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
Dillon now on 1st and 10.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Even though we're not on the goal line, this is essentially a goal line look as they come up for second down.
Check 13. Check 13. He's coming. Randall. Ready, go.
Here's a give to Dobbins running right. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Striker, 3-3.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for the Dolphins, they're not going to go quietly here as the win moves them now to 8-6 on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they drop their 10th game now to fall to 4-10. And they will be back home next week for a date with the Washington Commanders. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
pop a chain of game. When the QB chain birth most of chains in the game. No post office, we stamping time. Took a slice out of the big apple, made apple pies. Family size, leather bombers and Nike Sacai's. Dangerous corners, you better pray that tomorrow arrives. Rap, Sugar Ray Robinson, nothing sweet. Y'all too out of shape to even box with me. Heavyweight, I know my way around the ring. Just like Shorty knows